Whoa, what's up, guys? We are back with another live on Monday. It's actually going well with me doing some lives, even though I'm still an amateur at this. I am trying to be consecutive in doing as every Monday that I can, just because it makes it much easier for me to, open some figs, talk about some toys, get to talk to all of you guys as well. But today, I actually invited a very good friend of mine. We have Unboxing Art, one of my good friends that I have met through this entire toy community. He has been very supportive in my collecting habits, and I'm sure it's vice versa with what he has been going on. But I have known Unboxing Art for quite some time now, ever since I started doing a YouTube channel. So I felt that it was right to have him on because we basically share a lot of the same collectibles, and we've always had discussions about certain Marvel Legends, Black Series, and I think he's also been an enabler of some of my newer habits. It's ridiculous.
Mythic Legions.
The agents. But yeah, we have Unboxing Art here. If you haven't heard of Unboxing Art, I will have a link in the description later to for you guys to check out his channel as well as his Instagram. So I hope you guys can enjoy the same content as I have been. But Art, how have you been? How was everything?
Dude, it was good. It was good. I'm thankful to be your first guinea pig on
Yes.
your live stream, which is great. Um, but yeah, I just been sort of trying to knock out reviews, get through my backlog, and also getting more figures in. And it's been crazy, especially since I'm like now over 1,000 videos uploaded. I'm like feeling like I have a chunk of YouTube now with that many video uploads.
Right. No, and I've taken a lot of inspiration from your channel too, because your reviews have always been like concise and short to the point that I've always enjoyed. So that's why I've always looked at your channel as some sort of inspiration to follow along with. And with me doing reviews, it's more fun for me to do it because I get to open my figs, I get to play them around, I get to have a discussion with what I'm experiencing in these new toys that I'm playing with. And then reading the comments and hearing about how other people share the same thing is what I've been enjoying within this whole YouTube toy channel as well as with this toy community.
Well, it's also cool to see the comments too, where like people suggest things like, "Oh, you could do it this way." Like if I don't do something in my review, it's cool to have people be like, "No, you could have done it this way. This actually works this way," because not everybody is looking at the same toy in the same perspective, in a sense.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I love that. I love learning new things that I that I've owned or something that I've had that I can collaborate with a different figure and things that mix and match and stuff. It's always fun to learn new things. Uh, but let's get to some people that have jumped in, which is awesome. We have Judd. How you doing, Judd?
I did that image for him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that image. I can see it. Scarlet Kid, how you doing? Look at this. Hey, bud, what's going on? I haven't heard from you in a while. Stop lying. You are both enablers. What have I enabled, Judd? I don't think I don't think so.
Oh, dude,
He's
I
like, oh
enable them all the time. I mean, especially with mezcos, man. I'll be like, get it,
my god.
do it, do it. I'm horrible with that.
Kiwi Collector, how you doing, man? And Four Feathers, how you doing?
All those arts were meant for me, man.
Oh, well, my bad.
They were saying hey
That's
to
true.
me. No. I'm like, I'm on your channel. I'm assuming anybody that's saying what's up, Art, it's going to you. So I didn't acknowledge any of them. So I was just like, okay.
Just share it. Just share the fact that it could be either one of us. So normally with my live streams, I usually talk about what's been going on from the hunts and everything that has been showing up in stores right in the beginning. It's because I normally have a hunt that I've done before the live, at least 1 or 2 days before that I've put a video out. And I think the biggest frustration that I had during this past hunt was the numerous targets that I went to. And for all of those targets that stated they had that Spider-Man and Spinneret Marvel Legends 2-pack, they all had at least 2. No store can find out where they are. And I
Because of that new
still...
packaging. It's so eco-friendly that the world just absorbed it.
I have no luck right now. Even with going to Target this past weekend and today, they're still showing an inventory of 2 from 4 different stores, and they can't find it. So the only explanation they're telling me is someone put it somewhere else and they can't find it, or it's stolen. That's pretty much what it is. And I think that out of all the Marvel Legends 60th anniversary Spider-Man figures, that 2-pack is really the only one I wanted. I can't stand it. It's so ridiculous. And what's worse is that I do have that on pre-order through Target, but there's no sign of it like moving. So I'm just stuck.
You got like a lot of people I saw on Facebook, like this one dude's like, I've been buying these Spinneret 2-packs. He bought 6 of them. Yeah, and he was like returning them, rebuying them because there's defects. But the defect he was talking about was when he was looking at the back with the butterfly joints, how the spider legs don't really go over because of the butterfly joints. And people are like, what are you doing? Like, that's how it is. It just coincidentally is that way. And here's this guy, he bought 6 of them and was returning them and rebuying them. And I was like, man, that's 6 people that could have got it.
Yeah. It's just a weird frustration. And you know why I'm jealous because I'm seeing everyone posting their finds. They're getting it early, and no pre-order has been sent out yet. No one's really talking about their pre-orders being received yet. So that's why I guess it's pretty normal, because we all know that Walmart and Target will get their products in stores first before they even do the pre-order list. It's ridiculous. But I guess I'm just have to be patient. That's the only rant and frustration that I've been going through this past week.
I mean, that's some good frustration. Well, plus you're trying to help find me that Darwin for like $12.50 or whatever is on clearance and all that stuff.
That's true. And that was my fault.
No, you got a lot going on, man. And plus, your hunt videos are pretty damn solid. I watch all your videos just because it's like it's relaxing, and I actually feel like I'm walking there with you. Like you're not overly panning through stuff, and that's the nice thing about it. Like some of these, shaky hand people are like, this is we got the game stuff, and then it's all shaky and blurry, and then it looks like it's being recorded on like a VHS tape that's been ran through the garbage. It's pretty bad.
That was my videos in the past. I was moving around so quickly.
Well, I remember when I tried doing hunts, man. I was like, man, I'm a grown ass man standing there talking to myself, holding up my phone, recording toys.
We all do it. That's why.
You got kids though. You can be like, oh, I'm here with my kids or whatever. I'm just standing there by myself.
Oh, I'm so happy that my kids don't hunt with me anymore. Oh my God. Wrangling around like 3, 4, 5-year-olds. Oh my, they can be a hassle.
That's That's why you need those
Real
little like
hassle.
harnesses with the leashes.
I had the harnesses, the baby Bjorns, the strollers. That's so much work just to go into the store for like 5 minutes.
True.
But that is what my hunt was really all about. And of course, I did get some mail. And then we're going to be opening up some figures, especially some figures that I have not opened that I bought a long time ago. So we're going to go through a lot. This is going to be a heavy fig opening night because I know you have quite a bit to open.
Yeah, I limited it to 7 figures that I'm gonna be opening.
7? What happened to
Yeah.
11?
Man, I already told you what I had to do the process of, and I just didn't get to it. Didn't get to the last 3. I was like, forget it.
That's all right. All right, so let's go back. Here we go. Wait, yes, I'm here. That's me. Toy Hunter. What's going on, man? Dude, it's been great getting to see a snippet of you and your family lives through conventions, arcade. Well, thank you, man. Yep, my home DIY. I actually have one coming up because behind me, I built some shelves, like small shelves, that goes along with my comic book area. So I'm hoping it turns out pretty well. El Chumbo, what's going on? I haven't seen any new legends in my area in a long time. Good. Well, yeah. You're lucky. You can just turn that off.
I mean, let's be real here with these prices on these legends, man. And then you see these other companies that are pumping out figures. You're like, I mean, shit, look at a NECA.
Yeah.
And look at a legend, and they're very, very close to price. Or even if you pre-order a mythic, you know, it's like, dang, what are we getting? What are we getting for our dollar with these Marvel Legends anymore?
I don't know, but GameStop has a very nice deal this week. All their clearance is an extra 50% off. So there's a lot of legends, McFarlane. So much of it is just clearanced out.
It's because you're a clearance master over there. You always find
I try to be. I definitely try to be. Where was I? Oh, here, Kiwi. Art is a smooth hunter. No, yeah, right. It's figures as he sees them, and as you have a diverse collection. I do, and it sucks because I can't focus on just like 2 or 3 lines.
We try to keep each other sort of grounded. You know, there's be times where I'll be looking at something and you'll throw it at me and be like, do you really need this? Where does this go with your collection?
Oh, yeah, I know. I do it too all the time. All the time. I have 10 tote boxes full of mint in box action. Well, you, man, I know you've been trying to sell too, because I know you've really stopped on Legends and Black Series. So that's good for you too. Alberto, what's going on? What's the next Marvel has it? We'll actually go over that because I'm not too sure either.
Everybody knows. Art, come on.
Yeah. People getting it that happy. Oh yeah, I saw that today. It was half off. I just had no
1,000 Toys makes amazing products.
Clearance Cowboy. Yeah, I don't like that name.
Gonna have to make you a custom cowboy hat that says clearance on it so you can wear it.
Yeah, an Asian cowboy. We'll go with it.
I mean, you never know.
All right, let's open up Toy Arc. If I remember, the last time oh, you know why I removed it? There you go. There it is. So, since last Monday, there was quite a bit of, I guess, toy news and reveals that came out. And I know with toyarc.com, they normally have quite a bit of extensive news with pictures, which is what I always like. So I like seeing this, and we can check out, see what's going on here. Someone is texting the crap out of me. That's going.
It's like, whoop, whoop.
But right now, I think it was the last Friday, Target had their pre-orders up for the new NECA figures that have been showing up in stores as well. Now, of course, I'm not that much of a NECA collector, but with the turtles coming out, with a lot of the animated cartoons coming out, I was pretty. I guess I would say I was impressed with some of them because they look so good from an animated style perspective, and they're what was it, the monsters line, they looked really good too, and I was very surprised at how detailed they were. I know I've seen them in stores. I actually saw the Leo and Mikey in store. I think it was last week, but
Yeah,
I didn't bother with it.
I need to get a hold of a Leo. I got Mikey ordered, should be delivered this week. And the buddy of mine has an extra Doc Brown. He's like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "I don't have any Back to the Future." He's like, I was like, "What's it look like?" He's like, "It looks like it's free." And I'm like, "Oh, you're just gonna give me an extra Doc Brown?" I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "I can review it, because everybody like that's a problem with collectors, and everybody is like the FOMO. Everybody starts pre-ordering from different places and then forget, and then it just shows up, and it's like, well, you want it? Sure. But I do, and then Usagi Ojimbo, I have coming to me. But a lot of the turtle stuff is phenomenal. A lot of people have been picking up that RoboCop, which is great. So
I didn't even realize that was a new RoboCop when I saw it on the shelf, and I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, that looks really cool."
I think you need to start buying some NECAs, man.
No, that's okay. All right. I don't need this. I already have enough of anime taking over my life. Oh, it takes me right to Target. Look at that. This was cool. I did see that. That muzzle flare. This is crazy.
His guns were crazy though. I loved
Yeah.
his pistol. As a kid, when I first saw that, I was like, I always wanted. I had a cap gun that looked like his gun, and then I broke it.
Oh, when I watched the movie for the first time as a kid, first of all, I was shocked to hell of the violence in it. But when he fired off his handgun, oh my god. You just see all this different angles of the flames of the gun just firing everywhere. But can you answer me this? Was Toka and Razor in the animated?
I don't recall. Um, like it's like with when I saw them, I'm like, that's more looks like they were in the comic, like that. But they might have. I don't recall watching Ninja Turtles to where it was like I knew everything from front, like the beginning to end. So they might have been tossed in there, but I would assume so. I don't think NECA would make something that wasn't accurate.
That's what I was thinking. But when they solicited it first, and I saw it, I'm like, I thought that was only a motion picture property, not a animated or a cartoon property.
Well, why you do? Well, you continue talking, and I'll look it up. Good old Google for the win, right?
That's right. But for those of you that do collect NECA, some of these are still on purchase or pre-order on their app or website.
That's something I got to give NECA credit for. Is like some of their stuff may seem like it's hard to get, but you usually can get it. They make plenty of it.
Yeah, and
Now
it's
they
funny
do at least.
because they've been restocking regularly, and I'm very shocked to find all the gargoyles restocked all over again. Kiwi, what'd you do? You sold all your NECA Back to the Future stuff? Disavowed. How you doing, man?
Okay, so Toka and Razar only appeared once in the 7th season of the 1987 cartoon series. So it's in 1993, they were featured in the season 7 episode Dirk Savage.
Oh, then I didn't watch it.
Yeah, straight up looks exactly like the toy. So,
and we have McFarlane doing Avatar. What was he showcasing at the D23 convention?
yeah, but some of that stuff that he was showing, like, is there blacklight reactive paint?
It looked like it.
Because that's a cool ass feature. Let's be real. Like, to be able to like turn on a black light and it takes your like your toys to a different level. Like, I don't know. I thought that was sort of cool if that's the case.
Oh, look
I
at
like
that.
the first movie.
It says here for
Black lights built into illuminate.
that's the rainforest.
So then it's got to be put into there, into those figures then, except for the humans.
There's so much that they made for this line. All the different, like, I guess, vehicles.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
I've not. No.
So yeah, when I went and saw Doctor Strange, and I saw that in real 3D. They played the Avatar trailer, and I thought the first movie in 3D was fantastic. It made it look outdated. Like, I thought the new trailer looked really good. That figure
Oh,
is
well, that's cool. They look so muted though.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say
Why would
about
you
it.
put a blue loincloth, or that's like a bluish green loincloth on a blue figure?
That's got to be how it was on the movie. Look, they got extra hands. They got accessories. I mean, that's at least something.
Articulation looks pretty decent on them, sort of, from what I could see.
Yeah, they got their pins. And look, he's got muzzle effects.
Yeah. Look how big the plug is, though, to plug it in there. The muzzle, they're huge.
That's true.
That guy looks pretty cool, though. He's got the coffee mug and stuff, and the scar going down his face. So this looks, the same dude from the first Avatar. So is this like Avatar, the first movie he got toy rights to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Why is his holster that way?
Casey wants to reach over with his other arm, which just doesn't make sense to reach all the way over. What is this?
It's the same figure, but is it
what?
Is it a 6-inch or 7?
What?
Oh, you know why? It's because the Na'vi are so much taller than humans.
This looks horrible, though.
Yeah, I know. The Na'vi are like I'm assuming are the 7-inch figures, while the humans are going to be like what, 4-inch?
Yeah, it doesn't look like. I thought he was going to be like a 6-inch figure.
Yeah, but these guys.
Talker Art already got one of those and tried putting like a 6-inch figure into it. He's like, it doesn't work. You'd have to like he put Bone Breaker in there, like the upper torso, but like a full figure wouldn't really fit in there. which I know a lot of people are going crazy. Like, I could use that for my GI Joe classified. Nah, you can't. You
No.
can't.
This thing would be huge. I remember seeing this in Disney.
Oh, you
It's
actually
a
saw the
big
figure?
mech. No, not the figure. The
Oh, the mech.
the actual mech's amp suit. Look at
And all they did was borrow it from the Matrix.
that. That's true.
I mean, those see, McFarlane's going to do good with the flying dragon things because he's done his dragons. Are those, what are those? Okay. I was like, he's selling some stuff that's very suspicious looking.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
World
think
of
they're like,
Pandora? So are those like you buy those to get pieces of the rainforest? They're like mini blind poops. I don't know. They look like poop, but they also look like marijuana buds.
I think these are just for kids. Look at, they look like
No, it's
little.
not. No, it's not. Those are the figures standing right on the things. Those are like he
Oh, you.
found a way to take fish tank materials and turn them into toys.
I thought these were like mystery boxes. You just
I thought so, but if you zoom in, they have like the.
Oh, here you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's little tiny figures on the inside.
How tiny are they though?
There's no detail on them, so I'm assuming it's really tiny.
Well, then nobody wants to buy those.
No, that's why I said it's probably for kids.
What kids are gonna? Who takes your kids to go see Avatar? Whose kid's gonna want to
Who
sit through a
knows?
2-hour movie?
They'll want to see it.
Did you go take your kids to go see Avatar?
I took them to the Avatar ride in Disney,
That doesn't
and they
count.
loved it.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's a roller coaster. All kids love roller coasters. And if not, you just break their fear by putting them on a roller coaster.
That's their only Avatar experience. That's all they know.
So I want you to watch Avatar with them and see their attention span and see what they do at your home. You don't have to go to a theater. You can do it in your home and tell them they cannot leave their spot on the couch or wherever they're sitting.
Oh, that's never gonna happen. Raw talk, real deal. How you doing, man?
We got Kiwi Collector talking about the Avatar figures. Look amazing, blacklight reactive and all.
Well, yeah, the blacklight feature is awesome.
But the ones that they showed pictures of on that, like he had the ones in his hand were the ones that showed like some of the black lights. Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, like you said, a fish tank.
Yeah, and it looks like look at the light on the far left on that image too. It's like it seemed excessively bright for some reason.
This has
But
built-in light.
yeah, it had the built-in light, but it was the one that has that little like looks like a one of those peppers you get with a pizza. That that thing was glowing. Yeah, I mean, this is cool, but he should have put a little bit more because it is giving off fish tank vibes. Like I feel like you can go get a chunk of this at your local pet store because a lot of that stuff is blacklight reactive too.
Yeah. Okay, let's close that out.
I think this line will have the
I
same.
think this line will have the same reaction as the Eternals due to the movie being a year or so off.
Eternals figures and movie trash.
It did.
Are you guys
Alberto,
going
I am. I'll be there on the Saturday.
I myself, not sure. Not sure yet. I want to go, but things are real life is kicking in, so I got to really decide what and when and how I can do it.
Of course. Fabulous Disaster, how you doing?
I love that picture. Ice troll with like a lightsaber or the dark saber.
Look at this. So this is Super 7.
We can just skip over Super 7 if you want.
Yeah, right. I am, because I'm not a Super 7 collector. I don't have anything Super 7. As
I do.
the sculpts are nice from an animated perspective, it's not my thing to collect these Disney figures. But for you, I don't know.
I just feel Diamond Select has already been doing them for so long. They had them where you collect the bigger versions that give you like the diorama, and just seeing Super 7 coming in and like following behind, it's like I'm not impressed. Like, especially with the Oogie Boogie, like I don't know if you've ever held the Diamond Select Oogie Boogie, but that thing is like a heavy, heavy chunk of plastic. And then his face comes off and it shows like the bugs and all that stuff. And it's a really cool piece. But I mean, I think this will give you a little bit more articulation. But for price point, I mean, Super Seven's making their stuff hard to swallow because
Yeah,
of their price.
$55. It's nuts.
Like, you really got to be a hardcore Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's like, are they actually going to do all the characters? Like, I know Diamond's been doing all the, like, you basically almost have everybody from the town.
That's true. And I remember the only Diamond Select Nightmare Before Christmas figures that I've seen was only from Walgreens.
Yeah,
So
those
I
were
don't know
the
if there was a
cheapy
difference.
ones, but
Those are the cheap
still,
ones.
it was nice that you could get those for that price, though. Because I
That's
think
true.
what they were like $10,
They were.
you know, $10, $55.
Yeah, but knowing Super 7, how many accessories are going to be in a box?
What do you, all right? So if you look at like with NECA and like their Ninja Turtles, their animated Ninja Turtle line, you get all these cool accessories, and I love it because it's like all the nostalgia. But what are you gonna do with them
It's
unless you're
true.
really like using them for photography or something? Like, I was putting them at first on the same shelf as the animated figures, but I'm like, now it's just way too cluttered because they come with so many accessories.
I think it's just because maybe for some people, all of those accessories may justify the price. But to me, I have to be able to use those accessories like constantly,
Yeah.
especially for photography.
Yep. I mean, plus that Super 7 picture is sort of trash because I mean, where's the Art G flame effects? You know?
So Diamond Select did their, I guess this is their Disney Store exclusive of Miles Morales with a Spider Ham. I'm not that familiar with Diamond Select's Marvel line. I had a couple throughout my collecting the past 5 years. The articulation in most part is pretty good. So is their sculpts. They have some great sculpts, but sometimes their paint applications can be missed. But the Spider-Man, it looks a little stocky to me. But then again, I'm not too sure because I know it's Diamond Select and I'm not that familiar with their line.
Well, their stuff is not your 1/12 scale for
Right.
definitely. So, um, like I got their stealth suit Spidey from like the movie, and it articulates really, really well. I don't. Why'd they make him stand like that?
That's the weird thing. I mean, look at the diaphragm cut, and he just
Yeah,
has a waist swivel, and everything is
yeah,
single jointed. So I
yeah.
can't, It's weird.
See, why'd they do that? Like, because I have like the stealth suit that I have. I wish I had it. It's somewhere around here, but it. Wait, is this it right here? Ugh, it's buried under. Yeah, look at this one, man. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it. Like, look at the. Like, I just have him.
Whoop.
Oh, you kicked me out. You're not even gonna enlarge me. You can make people
I'm
look.
trying to. I don't know what button to push.
You can go over to me and you click full screen. I think.
Well, see, that would make sense.
There you go. So
Hey, look
this
at
is
that.
so you got like this is their stealth suit, and this is 7 inch. But I mean, look at all the articulation like that he has. Double jointed knees,
Yeah, see,
elbows, getting him
they'd
into
go
that nice
backwards on this
relaxing.
one.
And then he's got like the two different breaks. So he has the ab up here and then down here the balls. So the double ball thing, so he can do the hula hoop and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know where they would have why they would have went from something like this to what we were just seeing. That's scary. I'm hoping I don't know. We'll see when it drops.
Yeah,
Um,
because all of this single joints, it's very unusual.
See, it's like it's weird. It's so weird because they make their steps forward with certain figures and then they do steps back. Um, maybe that's based off of maybe it's an old mold. Because I mean, they did use that old mold when Moon Knight dropped. They re-released that old school Moon Knight that had like the ball hips.
The ball hips. Yep, I remember seeing that.
But that one, man, why would you give Spider-Man single jointed anything?
That's why I was confused about it. It was as if they went backward.
His arms look, yeah, because that upper torso, that body, his arms look too skinny.
Well, it looks like the basic figures that Marvel Hasbro does, the ones that you see that are like zip tied in cardboard. That's
You
what it
talking about
looked
the
like.
kid ones?
The kid ones, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bruce, how you doing, man? I'll pass, although I also passed on the recent Immortal Hulk and regret it big time. Well, I think that Immortal Hulk was a really good Diamond Select figure.
Yeah, yeah, I regret it. I didn't jump on the Red Hulk because I didn't have the Immortal Hulk. But if I could get the Immortal Hulk, I'd probably get rid of my Marvel Legends for that Hulk, just because he's bigger and it's like with the Hulk, I need him to be towering. Like he needs to be massive.
So McFarlane, this came out of nowhere, having these guys out with this is for, I guess, the Arkham City line.
I want that Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow looks great.
A lot of people are like, I like the other version. I'm like, that's way too bright and brown and orange. But like the original release looks so good. And aren't the Joker and the Red Hood just repaints?
The Joker looks like a repaint, but I'm not too sure.
Unless they
I could be
sculpted in
wrong.
some damage in his face. It's definitely painted.
And
But hey, I can't really say shit about really McFarlane because look at his price points, man.
I know, $20.
He's doing these new molds. They're seeming to get better when it comes to some of his drops for these characters. I mean, you can't really hate on it. That Red Hood looks uncomfortable.
I think in the video game it looked really cool. Seeing it like this, it's kind of like, no.
Should have did some sort of soft goods or, I mean, because his head doesn't. What is that?
I
What
don't
is
know
that?
why.
Look at that toe. Look at the toe articulation on those boots. Why? Why did we need that? Nobody needed that.
That's the one biggest issue with McFarlane. His toe articulation is never flat.
Yeah, I would say that Red Hood's a pass. Like, unless you can strip that off, get somebody to do a custom soft goods. you're gonna have to like rip that whole layer off and then
Yeah.
put some alternate arms. Like it's gonna be a heavy customizer, or just go buy yourself the Red Hood without that, and then get a soft goods made hoodie. But that looks gorgeous.
Yeah, this sculpt looks great.
Do you see his eyes? Like go back if you can see. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
look at the eyes. If they look like that on figure format, like
It more than likely will, because look
yeah.
at the highlighted orange that just screams out from all this black.
Yeah, I like it.
I never even noticed he had a leg brace.
Neither did I. It's not Scarecrow, it's Whistler. Oh, what's he doing with all the See, now the only thing I'm worried about it is that syringe hand is doing too much. He should just left it as normal hands, and he has all those like syringes, and they're all going to be clumped together. And look at that.
I think it's separate, right? It's a fist.
Right, but look at how the syringe stuff is on top. See how it just clumps together?
Yeah, I know.
But either way, I mean, if I have to deal with a crappy hand for a rest of the figure looking that awesome.
Scarecrow for me. Full feathers. Bruce, what'd you say? I am a big time fan of Arkham games. I thought this Scarecrow looks badass. It does.
Definitely.
It looks really good.
And Judd.
Yes, Joker and Red Hood are repaints. Okay. I'm assuming Judd has them, because I don't.
He might have the originals. Judd has a lot of McFarlane stuff.
Surprisingly, I do too. But I've been very picky with it.
Yeah, I got that Gigundus Violator that can barely stand, wants to topple over and be a wrecking ball through everything.
I never got it.
I got Swamp Thing. That Mortal Kombat Spawn back in the day, and Batman Beyond.
The Batman Beyond is good. I like that. So this Friday, right? Am I right? This Friday, Marvel Legends team will be, I guess, showcasing what will be the next HasLab. I'm not ready. I'm really not ready.
I'm not getting any of it. Actually, I can't say that. There's one thing I would get. If we got the proper Ghost Rider that we've been needing for a long time in his bike, I think it's the Danny Ghost Rider. I'm not mistaken. He has the spikes around his forearms and is on his jacket. And then he had the big motorcycle with the skull on the front. Like,
not Johnny.
Yeah, not
Danny
Johnny.
Ketch?
Danny Ketch, yes. Like, if they do a 2-pack with him and his bike, I will get it. But I don't need anything else. Ghost Rider.
Well, it says here that, I mean, Toy Arc is labeling it as Ghost Rider HasLab.
Because they're gonna. I know what they're gonna do. It's that dude that's in the with the car.
Oh, why is it slipping my head?
I can't think of his name either.
Oh my God, I already forgot it.
Somebody in the chat will know the guy. Who's the Ghost Rider that has the black car?
The Dodge Charger. Oh my God. I don't know why I can't think of his name now. But yes, this Friday at 11 on YouTube, where Johnny Blaze will be getting some anniversary love with his very own Ghost Rider. I don't know. I mean, do they know something that we don't? I can understand, yes, it's a Ghost Rider just because of all the hints that they've teased out. But I don't know. I'm not too sure.
I'm telling you, it's the car in that Ghost Rider. Robbie Reyes. Yes,
Robbie
I got
Reyes.
Reyes
Thank
right.
you, Bruce.
I didn't know his first name.
God.
But yep, see, I got the Reyes part. I just didn't know his first name.
I completely forgot. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Bruce.
I feel very confident it's going to be a Robbie Reyes HasLab. Do we need to put a bet in here, Art? Do we need to wager? Wager?
Bet. Oh. If it's just going to be a standard Ghost Rider or a Robbie Reyes?
No, the HasLab's going to be Robbie Reyes and his Charger.
It's going to be that. Well, yeah. What else is it going to be?
I don't know. I mean, it's unless they go all out with a motorcycle that would be. I don't know. A motorcycle wouldn't be HasLab worthy. It's the only thing I can think of is that.
Yeah, that's all I could think of. It's the Charger. That's the only one that would make sense, especially for that car will probably be about like 18 to 20 inches long, I would say.
That car is going to be sick. Like, even if you got it and you just got rid of all the Ghost Rider, whatever to it, just having that car and that scale will go good with so many figures.
Sure.
And that's another selling point of why they would be doing that, is because, yeah, you may not be a big Ghost Rider fan, but who wouldn't want a black Charger?
Right. I mean, and look what they've done. They're going to there's definitely going to be some sort of light up effects because they did it with the His Tank, which is a vehicle. So why not have this HasLab team? Because we know the HasLab teams and at Hasbro is like a separate group that does projects for the Marvel team, the Star Wars team, the G.I. Joe team. So it's just a collaboration with them. But I fully believe it's going to be the Dodge Charger. It would only make sense just because it's never been done.
And all I can say is everybody get their buttholes ready. Pre-lube if you want, because it's probably going to be pricey. I hope they'll go as hard as they did for the His Tank, because at the end of the His Tank, I really felt like you got your money's worth in a sense, if you count all those figures and stuff like that. But I don't know what they would be doing. Like, they're gonna have to release Blaze probably with it, even though Robbie Reyes and Blaze would be a weird combo. I don't know. I don't know what the tiers would be for it.
Villains, I would hope.
If they do a Blackheart,
Mephisto. Hell, I forgot her name, but that female Ghost Rider that showed up.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, and Disney being on their kick, with some of their women empowerment and stuff. I mean, I could see that.
Yep. It's the only thing that could be a $400, maybe.
Oh, it's going to be around there. They don't. What's the lowest costing like HasLab they've done?
Well, the lowest costing HasLab was that Sky Striker. But if you're talking about Marvel Legends HasLab, what, the Sentinel? Because that was only $350.
Yeah, so it's probably $400 to $450 for this one. They're making up for that the COVID and everything, I guess.
God, I don't want it. Of course, you don't want it, Judd. Why would you want it?
I don't want it, especially for $400.
But wouldn't you want, if it was a vehicle, a car? Wouldn't you want that, regardless of it being?
No, not for that price, man. Come on.
Never know.
And we were supposed to get some nice 1/12 style cars from that one company that disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah, I got to email him.
You got to email him? Good luck.
Yeah, I got to see what happens.
Wait, you didn't pay anything up front, did you?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've tried hitting them up, but their website doesn't exist anymore either.
Well, that sucks.
The website doesn't exist. They're not on Big Bad Toy Store, which they were supposed to. Like, everything just disappeared.
Oh God.
I was like, damn, you guys it was a good business idea. Like, somebody needs to go in there and take it and just do it.
Yeah. They should.
No.
So
We don't even.
this,
Who subscribes to this crap?
I don't know. There's a few. If you're an avid comic reader, I can understand that because if you just go right on your phone or your tablet, read your books. So getting this as a bonus with your subscription, it's not a bad idea, but it's always a repackaged figure
They did that
or
purple Deadpool,
a purple
that
Deadpool,
repaint Venom, that repaint Punisher,
the Miss Marvel, and the most recent one was the House of X Kitty Pride. And there wasn't much of a difference on Kitty Pride to begin with.
and then they're like, we went to every Walgreen and got all those peg warming Daredevils. We opened them up and we repackaged them into the subscription.
I don't even know if if they made any changes on the repaint.
No, the D on
The
his
D?
chest is the only thing, and the color of his batons. And I think there's some like paint up the shins. Like there's little paint details they changed, but it's the same damn figure. And who wants this? That's not my Daredevil, honestly. Like I either need him in the classic red, but my favorite Shadowlands Daredevil.
Oh, okay. It's not my Daredevil either. And even in these packages, I mean, something like this as a collector won't make me want to get a subscription. If it was a brand new figure, then I might consider getting a subscription just to get that figure. But I don't know why they keep doing these reuses.
Even if they're going to do reuses, give something new enough with it that makes you want to get it.
Exactly. It's always a waste, especially when they did Kitty Pride last time. I was like, what's the point of that? They gave her Silk's handkerchief and they put like a Band-Aid on her cheek or nose. I forgot where they placed it.
Cash grabs, man.
Yep. So Mondo making their 1/6 scale X-Men animated series figures. These are crazy looking good, but I don't know why they chose 1/6 scale.
I don't either. Probably because they were running out of because weren't they doing like the NECA Turtles or something like that, or they were doing Turtles at some point. Oh yeah, they did. It's because they did that Wolverine. Remember?
They did the Wolverine.
Yep.
So once they did the Wolverine, I forgot what show, but they showcased upcoming 1/6 scale animated X-Men figures, including Magneto, and I think Cyclops, Jean, and Gambit are along the way.
He even has that weird waist up to his chest, weird thickness going on.
But there's all the accessories, and they got magnets in them.
Oh man, for all your paper clips and pins that you drop on the ground.
That's right.
Look at those knees.
The knees, yeah, it's very gappy. I mean, it looks good. It looks better than the Legends version, even though it's 1/6.
That's what I don't even know. Like that cape is still a giant chunk of plastic. Why couldn't they just do like a wired soft goods cape?
Yeah, I get that.
If you're gonna go 1/6 scale, because that's just a whole shell of a cape.
They did the car and bike as a tier. It's possible they could do a tier for the bike.
Yeah.
Mondo only does 1/6 scale. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do those. They do those Masters of the Universe stuff.
Oh, that I'm aware of. I just didn't know what their other assortment of stuff that they do, because I know they do statues.
Oh.
I'm eyeing the upcoming Mafex Magneto. Which one is that? The Age of Apocalypse one? From Mafex?
Is it Mafex or Mafex?
Mafex, either one. I could say either one.
I mean, you won't be disappointed, Bruce. I mean, it's not something you're going to want to crank around like you would maybe a Legend, but I have the Venom, the Carnage, and Spider-Man, and the Hush Batman, and I am not disappointed whatsoever with them. I love how they pose up. Good quality stuff. And who cares about this?
I went on to Newslick because
I'm joking. I was saying that because you showed off the girl in one of your videos.
Oh yeah. But if you
both of them actually, if I'm not mistaken. Do you have both?
I have both.
Yeah, okay.
If you had backed Loose Collector's Kickstarter recently for this Hyde figure, this free hat and coat was supposed to be add-ons to buy separately, but now he has decided to include them in your purchase. So this guy is enormous. I don't know how you guys feel about, other toy companies, but Loose Collector is one of my favorites just because he's done the different characters that I'm sure no one else would have done to begin with. And this Hyde figure looks crazy. So I did back up for one. But it's cool that we're getting all these other accessories.
Yeah, I haven't really read any of these of Hyde or anything like that. And I was never like a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde fan, but I mean the figure looks cool.
In which you could still go to Big Bad Toy Store and order one.
Where am I going to put it?
I don't know. But I'm going to go to Big Bad Toy Store for a second because I want your opinion on this.
Storm Collectibles Kano? Yes, you should get it.
No, I don't know. These guys. So this was apparently talked about.
They look neat.
Because I know Loose Collector is also doing a werewolf. It's going to be much larger than this guy. It's going to be like the size of that Hyde figure.
I mean, this is cool. It's like their own little, like the head sculpt looks really good.
It does. It's what's crazy is that the accessories and interchangeability.
Oh, okay.
So
I see what this company's doing. That's pretty awesome.
Look, so you can actually change his legs without the pants.
And make him go super feral.
Right.
I'm not a fan. The crocodile, I'm not a fan of. The werewolf looks cool. But yeah, the crocodile just screams too much like Leatherhead from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, that's what I thought it was. Oh, there's a better picture of it. How it
yeah,
would
that's
look.
dope. That's a good werewolf. I was gonna say Wolverine, but that's good werewolf.
There you go. So there's The legs.
How much?
95.
Whew. I mean, you're getting a lot. Like look at the shotgun shells that you get for your double barrel.
Oh, I just noticed that. That's cool.
Looks like they go on the belt.
They go on the belt too.
It's a pricey investment. I mean, if imports are up in that price, and I mean you're getting. Where's his? So you're getting almost like you're getting like 2.5 figures.
It's true. That's why I looked into it. And I was like, I don't know. I might.
But you want to know what's crazy though? Since it's being sold through Big Bad, Big Bad's adding their tax.
I know.
So if you go straight to the source, can you get it cheaper?
I thought like VC Toys or 5K Toys was pre-ordering it too, but I can't remember.
But they're going to charge their tax too.
Right. But I don't think they have. This company has their own website or something. I've always seen them in retailers.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part with like the Big Bad Toy Store, because honestly I feel like take maybe $10-15 off of this and it'd be at that right price in a sense.
True.
But I don't know. I think it's cool. It's just preference. I mean, with everything else I'm collecting, it would be an easy pass for me. But I would like to see it in person, though. I'd like to see somebody review it. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sweet.
It looks good. 4 feathers. I've got several. So do I, because I actually have. I have what you're talking about.
Get Loose Collector on your stream, man.
I could talk to Dave.
Be like, yo, come on my stream. Let's talk about your shit.
I posted these in the group and nobody cared.
I cared.
Really?
Judd posts everything, like anything new. No, just like he probably doesn't get the likes and stuff like that. I mean, Judd goes out of his way all the time to post up like stuff that he finds that's coming out, that's new drops and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know how the plastic cannibals are, man. You got your core people that are active, and then
Do any of you guys have any 3-0 figs? They have a Battle Damage Iron Man upcoming. I'm definitely interested in. I do not. I do not have any 3-0, but I know Unboxing Art does.
I have everything, and it's because I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. But 3-0, I invested. My first 3-0s were into this 112 scale Snake, or no, 1/6 scale Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Probably the biggest regrets that I have. Storm Shadow's head sculpt's phenomenal, and it looks good if you have him in static pose. But they did the dumb, like, rubbery arms that I know over time will end up tearing or permanently creasing or something like that. But Snake Eyes, I was not impressed with and regretted the investment. So it's a gamble, man. I don't know if the Iron Man's 1/6 scale, 112 scale, but definitely look at it up close. Look at those pictures. If you can find the early review sample online that somebody's reviewed or something, like, just make sure you're not going to have that regret like I do. Like, I have them on display and they look good on display. I just wish I didn't spend the money. I could have invested them into something else.
All right. So we got some stuff to open. Figured we might as well throw out some packaging. Well, at least on your end, you're throwing out packaging. I'm going to be storing my packages in my boxes just in case.
You're opening at different levels of stuff,
I am. So let's get some fig cams up. Cool. They're right underneath each other.
Yeah, you have all your stuff there. And I do apologize, you guys. This makeshift stand has an extra little dingy dong right there. So that's nothing. Ignore it.
So since I have kind of like all this stuff splayed about. I actually have some Black Series that I haven't opened yet that I figured I would open tonight. We got Tech 2. And some of the recent stuff that I got in the mail. Some Ben Presto statue. This Super Saiyan Kefla SH Figure Arts. And this big box over here of Tyrus Flare from Storm Collectibles, which is an absolutely amazing looking figure. So we'll take a look and see how everything is. It's going to get loud in here. But Art, I know you have, did you say 7?
I might actually turn on my real lights because I almost feel like I might not have enough light because my whole setup with this makeshift setup for this is my review station if anybody hasn't seen my channel, but it's like, I don't know, like if I do these figures I might feel like I need better lighting or just leave it. I don't know. I'm just gonna open some stuff
now, and
I got basically a stack of Black Series. It just felt like a Black Series type of day, you know. Art said he had a bunch, and I'm like, hey, I'm definitely backlogged in Black Series, so I got a stack of 7 figures that I'm gonna open up. Ranging from Heavy Mandalorian to what Beskar Mando with Grogu and all that type of stuff. I'm not going to pile it all in front of the camera like Art did because he's going to have to move all that stuff to make room for the figures when he's putting them in front of the camera. Actually,
I'm going to jump into the comments for a moment. Von L79, how you doing? You got the 3-0 Premium Bumblebee Optimus. That is a big figure, if I remember. I don't buy everything, but I try to stay in the know with what's coming out.
And I appreciate that, Judd.
Yep. It's a 112. I'm a 112 color, but thanks for. Okay, so the Iron Man's a 112.
It might be better than what I've experienced then.
Yeah, and if 3-0 is making it, I would assume it's some kind of die cast as well.
Yeah.
Pretty nice detail. 1/6 Optimus Prime and love him. Okay. Now the only 1/6 I would buy is the new. So
they feel so thin. They look so thin. They look scrawny.
Well, we have to see when someone reviews one.
They look scrawny though, like from their shots. But yeah, too much Hasbro. I'm out. Oh yes. Hey, no, we're not, Judd. I'm not. It's not. Look at I got some diamond here. I'm gonna open a big old Chewbacca, big old Wookiee. Disney Store exclusive.
So you got a Wookiee and other Black Series, or are you gonna surprise me every time you open you bring something to the table?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be opening them up and putting them up
as
I'm doing it. So I figured it would be a little bit better that way than to me bringing them all up.
So I'm going to start with Kefla.
So little, with a whole lot of hair. Talking about your figure.
Thicker box. It's definitely a thicker box because of the hair. But a female Super Saiyan? Why not?
Exactly.
Look at that.
Those effects are dope.
Those are nice. Oh, that's cool. She's got the folded arms accessory.
You like my Naruto's got folded arms. They're all gonna have folded arms.
That's right. He's got folded arms. Frieza has folded arms. Vegeta has folded arms. Got them all.
There, we got ourselves a nice little plasma rifle. Look how nice that is.
That is nice. That's very nice.
No, you're not gonna bother. You're not gonna be yourself a Wookiee without his crossbow.
You got a question.
Cool Dio unboxing art. Are you a Dio maker? So the crazy thing is, Bruce, is I probably could. I majored in art, graphic design. I sculpt, paint, all that stuff. It's just having the workspace to do it. But this one was done by a good friend of mine, Brandon. He goes by 206 Toys, and so he made this part right here with the brick, the back. This side one was from my old Dio I had, so I combined them. But I don't make them. I could, but again, it's just the having the space to work on it, because you got to have that space for the paints, all that stuff. I don't got the space like Art G has. He doesn't say anything. He's like, I'm just pushing the hair on, changing the faces.
I'm changing the faces. No, 206 Toys has done a great job with that Dio. He has been doing quite a few Dios in the past. I know he's stopped for the better part of the year, I guess. Especially his photography has slowed down a bit. But I know he's still a collector.
He's just been doing real life stuff.
Oh yeah. I know he was in school. Did he get his license yet?
I'm not too sure. We get
holy crap.
We get 2 man purses with this. We get ourselves a man purse like this. And then the one that comes on them, which the crazy thing is, once I get done playing around with this and then I actually do a review on it, it's going to Paul. I have the Stormtrooper too. Oh, this guy needs some love in those legs.
Okay.
All single jointed joints.
And why is that? Is it because of the sculpt?
Could be. But I mean, there's no... That's weird.
Yeah, I have the camera right there. What do you expect?
What? What are you talking about?
Judd. Her accessories are sharp as hell.
That's pretty dope.
This will cut you.
I will cut you. Come the freak on. All right, this Chewbacca is pretty dope, but I have to really play with them. I'd rather open up something else that I can pose up a little bit better. I feel like I need to do what you're doing.
And what's that?
Get a little bit more up close and involved with I'm bringing in my microphone. Because, yeah, I mean, this Chewbacca, it's pretty cool. His little sash hangs off the side, but with the single jointed elbow, I can't really get him to... He has the open palm like he should be holding on to his rifle, but it's not really wanting to do that.
Ooh.
Chewbacca in the back.
Yeah,
his accessories.
When SH Figure Arts makes a small figure, I'm always afraid with some of the joints, just because I know they pop off easily. Because they're done so well, though. And when you have like someone as small as Kefla, this looks great.
Put down the stand.
I have no stand accessible.
finally
Yeah.
opening a heavy Mando.
Like your very first heavy Mando?
Yeah, the first release heavy Mando.
This is crazy. That's cool. I forgot, Art, did you have any like anime statues or Ben Presto figures statues?
No.
Or is it because they're statues? You don't.
No, I got gallery pieces.
Those are I understand gallery pieces. When it comes to anime, I mean,
I wanted a Naruto one, but it's it was like I think at Target or Walmart or one of them. Mine never got it in stock. I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against statues. They look really good in a detail. I was very concerned with this heavy Mando, because I was really thinking it was going to be a what was it, that movie War Machine, MCU War Machine, where he's all huge and bulky.
okay.
But this guy actually articulates pretty well.
Is that the one in the original packaging?
Yeah.
The black and red?
What? Yeah, the black and red box, yeah. The old school packaging.
Wow.
Let me get all his stuff on him. Yeah, I couldn't get into the Marvel SH figure art stuff either, or their Star Wars that people were like going crazy over.
Same, because the sculpts on Black Series and Marvel Legends, they were still good, and I didn't feel like paying like $90 to $120 for the character of SH Figure Arts or Mafex. Oh, jeez. No, at least I'm happy that Ben Presto like packages their stuff very nicely.
What got you addicted to statues like that?
Before I started collecting Marvel Legends and see Black Series, anything really articulated, I always collected a lot of Bandai stuff. And most of them were statues anyway, with very little articulations, like a McFarlane toy back in the day. So I was always interested in sculpt more so over function. And when I stopped, technically, I had this lull with anime until I got back into it again. I got introduced to Ben Presto, and I saw their sculpts, I saw their statues, and I was like, wow, these are awesome. And at the same time, their price point was even better. So I tried some out. I think one of the first Ben Prestos I had was from their Grandista line, which is the much more taller statues, which is close to 10 to 12 inches. and the detail, the paint, everything was great about it. Even though it was a statue, it was like this anime character that was just brought to life, right, in like this figure form, and I loved it. And so I started, finding more that I liked, especially certain animes that I liked.
I mean, I had some like mini Gara ones that I would get from this like weird like anime store in the mall. They were like this big. They weren't like massive, but they're like small, like little sculptures. They had to stand, but nothing as massive as
Like a 5-inch.
yeah.
There we go.
Probably something that they had in like vending machines.
I see.
I'm gonna open up this nice loyal list right here.
Loyalist.
Yeah.
Is that the one
The one that was no, well, you got the Death Trooper. The one that I have that one too. I'm gonna open.
Oh, the Walmart exclusive one.
This one is the one that had like they had the I call it the Darth Maul Mando.
Yeah.
Which their bodies weren't that great.
Yep, I remember now. This looks nice.
Looks clean.
It's very clean. The paint lines are incredible, and the
Those
tempo
are the
on
ones
the
you win
face.
out of vending machines and all that stuff.
I know sometimes they can be in the vending machines or the claw machines, the Torrebas.
No, Judd's running his mouth.
Is he? Wait, hold on. SHF. I had a couple of the Hulks and Loki, but I said I was done. They are glorified. They are. They have great articulation, but sometimes I just couldn't justify it on the price when Marvel Legends was just as good, in my opinion. Yep. I went with the Hot Toys Heavy Man. The Hot Toys one.
Yeah, it's Judd running his fucking mouth.
Go.
I mean, of course, a Hot Toys would be a better choice. I mean,
Of course.
you could do like that one guy and buy a bunch and sell off your collection, most of it, and then have to buy them back again. You know.
Well, as long as you buy them back cheap.
You know he didn't. I won't share names. He's one of your BFFs.
So, Bad Batch. Here we got Echo. I found Echo at Star Wars Celebrations because I couldn't find them in any Walmart or any Target. And it was funny. If anyone had saw my Star Wars Celebration video, I got this figure when Robo was stocking them on the shelf for Dorkside Toys. And I was already in shock to begin with because I never saw an Echo. And here he had put like over 50 of them on the shelf. And he's like, I don't think this is going to last very long. He's like, well, I got to get to work. I got to go. And I think that was the day that I had to manage the people who had tickets for Ewan McGregor. And that was an ordeal in itself. So he said he'll put one aside for me. And when I'm done my shift, just come by and pick it up. I was like, okay, cool. I appreciate it. Because when I did come back, there was only like maybe 10 left. It was crazy. So within like 6 hours, they sold well over 60 plus or whatever. And what was funny, he had to hide it. Robo had to hide it somewhere within the booth, so that way he felt as if he felt nervous, telling one of the guys to say, "Hey, I'm just gonna hold this for somebody." So he told me he wanted to just hide it, and then someone found his stash, and it was like, "Hey, this is in Walmart, people."
Oh, jeez. That's funny. Well, as you do that, I'm gonna open up some
Robo. Let's look at this.
Cosca Reeves. I'm doing it. Mine's a heavy Mandalorian unboxing.
The face sculpt looks good for Echo.
I'll lick it.
I don't need to do that.
Oh, you do. You do. Makes the head sculpt look more realistic. It adds a little sheen to it.
Just a spit shine or something?
It just adds, adds that scent to it. Makes it even smell realistic.
Oh, that's interesting. You don't take this off. You just insert it.
That's what she said. Does he have a helmet or something?
He does. He's got a pistol and his helmet, which is good because all of them have a helmet.
Oh, my figures. I'm going to throw them against the wall.
Say what?
they toppled over. I blame it on the loyalist.
Oh, his helmet's different.
Huh.
I guess because
he has all the electronics and
he's
stuff.
got the electronics on the back of his head. So there's a cut on the bottom part of it that actually has a peg. There's a peg here. But does it wrap all the way around? Kind of. Oh, there you go. That's kind of weird to do.
Why does she get this little like this is her Mando backpack and it doesn't have like the females get the stubby rocket and the males get the long rockets at the top? It's weird.
Never had any luck with those claw machines. I used to either, but it all depends on the claw machines because some of them are rigged to not grip as easily. So you just have to really pick and choose which ones you want to mess around with. I like that, Cosca Reeves.
Yeah, it's really well done.
This looks good. I like it.
Oh, Judd.
Yep. Well, this was my final Bad Batch figure to put on the shelf.
Over to me. That was one that was a set that I wanted to get into, but I've never watched any of the Bad Batch or any of that stuff. So
yes, yeah, I guess that was my problem. I watched it, so of course I wanted. And
this figure looks amazing, but I can't see like the two tiny pistols, the backpack. I don't understand where they got the price point for. I guess maybe for the sculpt.
More than likely. This one, I think this was my first purchase from Star Wars Celebration because I never found it in stores.
Which one? The Death Watch?
Yeah.
I guess I'll open the same one. You guys getting tired of seeing Black Series yet?
You know, at least these are some of the good Black Series versus the ones that have been released so far, which I have not been wanting to pick up in the first place.
Oh, this dude only comes with one pistol and a rifle?
One pistol and a rifle.
Yeah, I didn't need to army build this guy. I know a lot of people went crazy and they've got to have a bunch of them. There's so many Mandalorians being dropped. Like, you don't really need to army build them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh my god! And did you see the Mando teaser trailer?
Yes.
All the different Mandos that you see there.
I mean, it's smart.
They're gonna be making a lot of figures. I feel like Jesus Christ. Here we go.
And give me all the Mandos of the rainbow. I don't care. I love Mandos. Hey, was your antenna on top? Was this sort of like, look at how mine's leaning. It sort of leans in a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
When I pulled it out, I thought I broke its antenna. I was like, oh no. He feels good.
Yeah.
That sounded so awful. Oh, he feels so good, Art. Judd says too much Hasbro. Judd, I do believe you said that I need to open up a bunch of figures and just do a massive review, right? Well, it's sort of like this.
You know what sucks about the rifle?
Oh, shit. What?
His hand doesn't fit in it. It's fucking stupid.
Have you got the pistol thing to close?
Yeah. Look at this. So that's one side.
How'd you get the pistol thing to latch with the pistol in it?
I pressed down.
Mine keeps wanting to come out.
So I turned the hand. If you can see that.
If I get this in there, Art.
Which one? The rifle or the hand, the pistol?
No, I'm talking about the pistol or the rifle. Why is this rifle so gummy?
Well, it's the handle's not long enough for the hand, and then the trigger area is too far for the finger. It's a terrible design. I'm mad. That's not good.
Look at how I had to bend it just to get them to. Yeah, that's I see what you mean. Is yours super gummy too?
Yeah, it is.
That's weird. I mean, at least you could sort of don't put the trigger finger into it.
Yeah, I didn't because I can't reach it.
Oh, I got it to go into the hole. I did. I really did. I got it, but it, like you said, it just makes it look weird.
Four feathers, I curse a lot. I definitely curse a lot.
I'm probably bringing it out of them, guys, and I do apologize because I just sort of like it's, if it's my channel, somebody else's channel, I'm just like, I didn't even ask them if I could use language, and I just started just swearing and saying stuff.
Too much Hasbro. It is. Let me just finish this up, and I'll open up this Storm Collectibles. All these guys are gonna go on the shelf. And we got Rosario Dawson.
She's my bae.
I met her once. New York Comic Con, when she was doing an interview with the Sci-Fi Network with the rest of the cast, because she was the voice of Wonder Woman for one of the animated DC movies.
And she was a sweetheart, and you guys went out and had dinner.
I wish that would have happened.
Back in what? She was in Kids.
Oh my
what
God.
really grabbed me, like I was like in Clerks 2. I was like, she was smoking.
Kids was a movie that I never knew could have been a movie when I first saw it.
Did you like it though?
I did, because of how real or raw it was.
So now you got to go watch the movie Gummo.
Gummo.
Made by the same director, and it'll make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, great.
Like it's like about like Ohio, or was it Ohio? I think during like some crazy, like after a giant tornado came through and like wrecked a bunch of stuff, and it follows these two kids around, and yeah, this some of the stuff they get into, and it's sort of like artsy film type of stuff. But
Who is that director? Aronofsky? Am I saying it right?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I have it. I own like all his films. He did that Beach Bum one, which was a little bit more normal, that had Matthew McConaughey in it.
I don't know that one.
Well, then I'll just shut the fuck up then.
Jesus.
What I got?
What you got? Oh, a Darksaber?
Yep. I can barely pick it up. It's heavy.
I stole that figure.
You stole Moff Gideon?
I sold Moff Gideon because I just didn't want it anymore.
Wait, you stole it or sold it?
Sold it.
Oh, I thought you said you stole it. I'm like, damn, you just stealing action figures?
No. I had it, and I was torn about selling it because I didn't want to get rid of the Darksaber.
What are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do with that little baby pistol? Nothing. So anyway, you sold it, and do you regret it yet?
No, but I do miss the Darksaber accessories.
That's the only reason I really got them. So I'll probably be, I might part ways with them without his and keep the Darksaber. I don't know yet.
Wow, look at this. The head sculpt is great.
See, dude, I'm jealous. I still need to get that Boba Fett. I didn't care about the other one. I was like, I need him in his clean, freshly painted Mando armor. Actually, I should give. I mean, they definitely made this figure look like the actor.
Oh yeah, it looks great. Been known to curse worse than this.
What?
Did sound like you said stuff. Well, my bad. Sold it. I meant sold.
Slurring words over here. It's like, hey, I'm Moff Gideon. I got a dark saber. Meh. I think I need this.
Yeah. Oh no, you started something.
What?
He says.
Oh. You know, I might as well. We got some. Got this big old deluxe set. You know what's crazy is I had this and I was like, I had the first one that wasn't deluxe, and then I know Harry. I got this, I think, from Nate. I don't know if this is when he had his shop or what, but Harry was needing a Mando, and I was like, dude, I got you a Beskar Mando. I was like, I got you because I don't need both. And by the time I actually got it and all that crap, he ended up getting one.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, teach me to try to be nice. But you know, everybody wanted this because who doesn't want to have the Beskar? You know, and the little tracking device.
Yeah.
All these little Beskar that I'm going to lose after tonight. I'll be like, I know I looked at it during the live. Where did it go?
All right. What sucks about this is
the price.
Yeah.
We'll just throw them down. We'll throw some Beskar right down on the ground here in front of Moff Gideon. He like threw them at him, called them a bunch of little sluts. Take your Beskar.
So this is a overlay.
Take off Judd's comment so it can be a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger so we can see.
A little bit bigger. This is an overlay.
Okay.
This pops off. The backpack pops off because it's not inserted into the figure all the way. It's just inserted into this overlay.
They didn't put the holes in the actual figure?
No, they did.
Oh, shit.
But because of the movement that you can possibly work around with, it'll pop off of the figure and then hang on to the overlay until it falls out.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Dude, this Grogu floating pod is pretty dope.
That would probably be the only accessory I need.
But it's weird, like it's like you can only take this piece off. And it's like you don't really have a way to store it. So it looks all cool, has all that detail and everything. Well,
right.
It's either you have it open or you have it closed. Or I might be stupid and just haven't figured it out yet.
All right. This is heavy. This is extremely heavy. And there's a reason for that. Look at that. Select player.
And Storm Collectibles are trash, dude. I don't know why you buy them.
Whatever. Says the person that has 3 times as many Storm collectibles than I do.
Man, you want to know what's crazy is like, not only do I have the Mortal Kombats, but then I'm like, I got the Streets of Rage, I got the Lobo, I got a Ryu, and I got a Akuma, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Even though that Lobo is probably the best Lobo out. Yeah, Bruce. We just sort of, it's like an inside joke. We all know Judd doesn't really collect Hasbro anymore. They sort of lost him as a customer. The breaking point was G.I. Joe Classified when they did that Cobra Commander mixed with that weird app you had to download just to get this Cobra Commander, and then it wasn't the right Cobra Commander. It was just a big mess, and that was a breaking point. It was a breaking point for a lot of people.
It was.
Look at that Red Sonja. Oh, I mean, not Red Sonja. That's. I love Golden Axe, man. I mean, they're all straight up from Conan and Red Sonja.
Great hands.
Look at the head sculpts. How come those head sculpts look better than like Kung Lao, that maskless Sub-Zero? Like, they got lazy with like Mortal Kombat head sculpts, or their different team maybe.
She's got 5 pairs of hands. Yeah, this head sculpt is great.
I love that mullet.
Look at this.
That's a heck of a. That's a heck of a fire effect.
It's as tall as a Black Series figure.
I got the potato face.
Now, of course, the reason why this thing is so heavy is because of this bitch.
See, in that price point for that figure, like all those figures with the dragons are just insanely priced well. Like you're getting your money's worth.
So this was, I think this retails at $134. I got it from Andrew from TOYCO for $120 when I was at Star Wars Celebration. I visited his store.
Yeah, that's surreal. He sent me he's been sending me pictures and stuff like that. But to see the logo that I helped create on a store, I was just like, that's crazy.
Oh, he's got a great spot. He's got a really good spot. Right in Chino.
This Mandalorian figure sucks.
Why am I not surprised?
Look at that. Look at that. You want to put your cape? And it's
either one or the other.
It's
like either the cape or the backpack.
Hang on. Let's see.
I have the Storm Doomsday. It is my only Storm collectible, so that Storm Doomsday is very nice. That's from the Injustice game, if I remember.
Yep.
But that fig is trash. What? Send it to you? God damn it.
I could do something like this. Maybe with the cape. My other one has Soft Goods by Rebel 10 Custom, which my soft goods connections I can't promote anymore. I can't. I haven't had good experiences with my I promote them. I always tell everybody else to go get Rebel 10. Art G gets Rebel 10 Custom soft goods, and it shows up on time. It's just maybe I was just asking for too much.
I don't have an answer for you.
It's not an answer. It's just me venting.
I know.
Because my other one, I'm going to vent. So I tried, because he made an awesome like customizing upgrade kit for Sir Gerard from Mythic Legions, Harker's Customs.
Okay.
And he's going through some personal stuff. I don't know if it's real. It might be real. If it is, it's pretty unfortunate. But it's also one of those things to where if you keep telling me you're going to put it in the mail, you're going to put it in the mail, and you're not putting it in the mail, and I already paid for it, and it's been months beyond months, it's like it gets to me. Like, I don't know what, like, it's frustrating. You know, I understand soft goods take time, and there's like people are in rows and or in line, or I don't know how that order process goes, but communication is a huge factor. If you're doing like custom work, communicate to your customers.
Yeah,
I don't think it's too much to ask.
I agree.
Be like, hey, you know, I already was like told him I'd inquire about it when it first dropped, and I didn't think I'd have the money in time. But then he when it closed, he stopped a day before I got paid or something, and I hit him up. I'm like, dude, I got paid. He's like, oh, you already messaged me before I closed it anyway, so you're good. So I was able to order it, but then it's now been like what?
Several months.
January, February, I don't know. I lost everything. Lost all hope. Look at this clunky ass. I come with a bunch of cool accessories, but I'm a crappy version. Even the Grogu he comes with is sort of poopy. And I what?
It's so tiny.
No, it looks worse than the one that originally dropped that I wish I would have got. I had a fellow old friend of mine that picked it up for me but never mailed it to me, and we don't talk anymore. So I'll just put a baby Grogu down here where you can't see him. There we go down.
This dragon is really cool.
Yeah, your stuff that you open's way better as I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, you got your Black Series, but then you got the anime statue that looks really good, and then your Storm Collectibles, the dragon. Put the flame in the mouth.
Well, it's got its own stand, I guess.
Right, you got to lean its neck down.
Own. Well, I can't. I have to tilt his body forward.
There's no neck articulation?
There is. It's very limited. Like I said, I pop it off.
Oh, man.
So, I think the neck only goes that far. Versus...
So it's maybe a more of like when he's shooting the fire, maybe you don't see the fire as close to the mouth and it starts forming at a lower spot. Yeah.
Yep. Even the tail can turn. But that's it. And he's got movement in his upper thigh, just left and right. Not left and right, but forward, back. And the knee is a single joint, but doesn't go that far. But here has a little bit more.
That's squeak.
More range.
That Storm Collectible squeak.
Yeah. That's when you know you got a valid
I guess you wouldn't want it to be overly articulated in a sense because you want to still be able to support the weight of the figure and not get floppy.
I mean, it's one of the better dragons.
Now, are you getting all of them? Like all three?
Nope.
What made you go with just that one?
Because it's a chick. It's a
female. You didn't want the dwarf with the weird little stubby dino?
Nope. That's not even a dino. It looks like a
bird dino.
A bird. I don't even know the words to say it.
All right, I do got.
Logo is nice. My wife said to make a little RG t-shirt for the dragon. Well, if anyone wants to make an RG shirt for him, that would be very nice. See, I told you it was trash, but well, next time I throw trash away, I will make sure to mail it out. Getting hurt. Gilius, that's the other guy. Oh, you got Mark II design. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm probably only going to open one.
Yeah, the Flame of Fleck is nice. This is really nice. And it's hollow, so I could probably put a tea light candle in there.
Probably. Right, this is the pack B. It's going to be hard to probably. Get Mando out of here. So these are the guns. This is like a set of. This is set B. If you guys aren't familiar with Mark II toys, he was also Mark II designs. He actually helped with a lot of the designs when it comes to like Action Force guns and stuff like that. Wow, that's. I might just have to take them out because these are reflecting really bad.
You got Axe Battler. Okay, that's cool. That's the Red Dragon one. I think he has a Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a Red Dragon.
Make one.
The AK is sick. Like
That's
none of the
nice.
magazines come out, but I mean these are clean. Super smooth, hard plastic, and super accurate. Got the AK here.
Is it what plastic is it made out of?
Good stuff. The good plastic.
Like Action Force? The way his weapons were?
Yeah, they are hard. They're definitely not gummy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything gummy. I was checking out this little micro Uzi.
That's nice. Is that like a silver color?
They're gray. They're done in like this gray plastic. All of them are done in this gray plastic.
So you can easily paint it then.
Yes, very easily paintable. And so I'm taking out that Death Watch Mando, and I'm going to try to put a micro Uzi in his hand. Oh, man. Jetpacks and the Mandos just don't want to stay in there anyway.
So
his falls off. But yeah, he could.
Well, that's unusual.
He holds it nice.
Brian King, how you doing? Do you think they are better than Gridiron? I can't answer that question because I've never had either one. But Arthur might have more of an opinion.
So when it comes to Gridiron, I have not experienced Gridiron. I know there's a lot of their stuff is 3D printed. And I'm not a fan of print lines when it comes to 3D print stuff. These do not have print lines at all. The details, like it just, my camera's not even giving it justice for how nice these things look.
Well, that is the big difference because Gridiron is 3D printed, while Mark II Design is actually a mold.
Injected mold.
Yep, they're an injected mold. So he actually has mold casings of the actual weapons. So there's no 3D lines at all. It looks like a manufactured toy.
Like it's crazy.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna make me? You gonna make me big?
I'll make you bigger.
Make me bigger, bigger. Yeah, all that stuff is blurry, man. I'm using my phone, but
I'm using my phone too.
Guys got the SAS. I think it's SAS shotgun SAS. I don't know what it's called, but like all the little holes and stuff. It feels good. It feels really good. Hard plastic.
But what did you say again? Wasn't Mark II Designs?
Well, it's Mark II.
With Bobby.
Yeah, he was helping him, I think, design or like do the weapons.
Like he actually did the weapons.
I think so. I mean, I'm gonna have him on as a guest next Wednesday. So I'm gonna get all those questions answered.
Well, there you go. So if you want information about Mark II Designs,
Mark II
Unboxing
Toys.
Art's going to have them on.
Oh no, it is Mark II Design. I thought it was Mark II Toys. Got M16 with the bayonet on it. Come on, phone. Can you focus? Or is it pre-focused? I don't know. But the M16 with the bayonet is cool. And again, nothing's warped. You still there, Art G?
I am. So I'm going to switch.
Yeah, you can switch to your stuff.
To my stuff for a second. So, guys, last week I told you I will do this really quick for the Dio. I did a lot of the brickwork because that's extremely tedious. It's so much work doing bricks. But I told you last week that I was going to paint this garage door, and I was going to use the silver paint. So I'll show you what happens when I do it, because most of the time I did the black, so that way that kind of comes out as a secondary color. But the silver paint, I'm still going to use like a fan brush, and it's still going to just lay over in a way thick, but it's still going to show up as a dry brush in a way, because I could still do this, and you'll know that once I start fanning it out, you'll see more of the layers of the black come out as well. But you will see the difference when you start painting it more and more. And it can be thicker in certain areas. You just need to kind of find your way of how you want it to paint and how it overall looks. Sometimes leaving the black or a lot of the black might be helpful depending upon your wear of how you want it to look. It all varies. Everyone is subjective with the way they want to paint their dioramas. I've always liked more of a grittiness or a dirty. And whether or not, however you want to do it, it's all up to you. I mean, I'm always just going to give you guys like a guideline of how I've done mine, and how you choose to paint it yourself. It's up to you. It all varies on the overall look. If you like it all fully silver, definitely do it that way. If you like it with some rust or maybe some like graffiti. You could even do that as well. I'm not good with graffiti. I attempted it before when I did a diorama for myself. It did not work out, and I just had to paint over it. It was, in my opinion, terrible. I was never good at it to begin with. I tried using decals before, where you can just apply water and then just let it adhere, but it didn't turn out very well. I didn't like it so much, and once again, I removed the decal and just started painting over it. That's all I could really do.
It's a mighty fine dry brushing you got going on there, Art.
Bruce, quick question: are you guys familiar with Toy Wiz? I was browsing their site and they noticed the overpriced size. I am familiar with Toy Wiz. I've never ordered from them. I know their price is higher. For that, I don't understand why. I know they sell a lot of stuff, but that's my opinion. Arthur, I don't know if you've had any opinion about them.
I've never dealt with them.
I was interested in Mexico Gamut, but they have for 200. Wow, that's no good. You're better off buying it through eBay or Mercari. I've seen a lot of sellers selling that Gambit for maybe 120, maybe. Thank you, Four Feathers. Or is that the same? Yes, it is. It's the same silver barrel or apple barrel. And I think for Arthur, when I make your stage, you know those metal rails that hold up the lights. I figured out a way to make those, so I'll be using a lot of silver paint for that.
That'll be interesting.
Like what are they like? There's those scaffolding things that hold the lights up.
I didn't know you were going all out like that.
Well, it only made sense to kind of have them in the foreground if you wanted it. It's optional. It's like you can either put it in the picture or you don't have to. Your graffiti was bad. I am surprised that I remember seeing your drawings. That's the thing. My drawings, I'm always okay with my drawings, but graffiti is a whole other style. I could never. I couldn't draw that way. Fabulous Disaster. I've ordered from Toys. They're higher, but never an issue. Okay,
That's good.
that's very good. I always felt CMD store was high, but they always get stuff real early.
Everybody's impatient, man.
Yep.
Like
trust
all
me,
those.
I was about to order the
What?
Tamos and Tamex and Zaymot.
Tomax and Zammot.
Oh my god.
Man, yeah, I'm waiting. And Stalker.
And Stalker.
You gonna do any rust to it?
I am. So I was going to use some of this red and brown, kind of mix it up a bit, so that way I can just add little touches here and there. I should apply more silver, but I'm going to try this first just to see how I like it.
Some people use cinnamon.
Do they?
Yeah.
Where they just use glue and just...
I don't know. I know. Dusky, William Dusky. My
Right.
original first IO had some rust on it, and he used cinnamon. I was like, that's different. So my original Dio had a little fragrance of cinnamon.
So that's almost how it looks.
Art G, the Bob Ross dial making.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
It's not bad. I think I should just put a little bit more silver to take away some of the black. But yeah, this is really what I was going for. Just mixing
You
up
want
those
more
colors
silver?
and then just... Huh?
You want more silver?
There's too much black. In my opinion, I feel like there's a little bit more black than I want it to be.
Maybe
that's
add
how
different
I felt.
different tones of silver.
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to bring you back.
Bringing me back?
I'm bringing you back. Oh, God.
Josh said, "What are you ruining?"
Josh is here. Look at that. What am I ruining? Anonymous dude, how you doing? Happy accidents. Yes, why not? Why not?
Yeah, I did. I equipped some. I brought out like some.
Hey, you got
legends.
Toad out there.
Yeah, Toad's out there, busted out, Hammerhead, put the little Uzi in his hand, M16 in the Scarab. Like,
Oh yeah,
the
how's that
weapon
look?
set, it looks great. It looks really good with all of them. Like, these weapons, the handles looked a little bit thick, and I was like, oh, I don't know if these are going to work. They might stretch out the hands too much, but they fit right. So, I mean, I'm pretty stoked to add these to the arsenal. Now, the magazines don't come out, and I'll probably be doing a lot more in-depth review of pretty much everything that I open. but yeah, the magazines don't come out. There's no muzzle flash holes, which I'm sure in future stuff would probably get maybe the muzzle flash holes. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about magazines coming out of the weapons? Like, at first I was like, man, that's like the coolest thing. And now I'm just at the point where I'm like, is it really needed? I mean, it's like I have a bunch of the weapon packs and a bunch of the Action Force stuff. They have magazines that come out, and that's cool because they work in the vest and stuff like that. But how often are you doing photos where everybody's hands are just trying to prop up like they're loading a magazine?
That's a good point, because I don't care much for it. It's a great photo op of them just holding it and
Right,
looking
but
like
do you
they're
need
going to
all
insert
your
it.
guns to do that though?
No, that's the thing.
And let's be real, if you wanted to do that, what comes to mind? What company comes to mind that you're like, it has the best magazine removable? Just beside, and I'm talking about 1/12 scale. I'm not talking about your 1/6 scale.
Well, for me, it's only Action Force and Mezco. That's
I mean,
it.
your Mezco's, in my opinion, because you have the bullet painted on there, just adds if you're going to do photos and you want that captured. I'm hoping Action Force will do that, where they'll have the bullet in there and painted. I think that takes that to the next level. But I have enough guns that have magazines to where I could toss a couple of those magazines on a table for a photo shoot, and it'll still give the right, impressions.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have some really detailed guns that are hard plastic. They're clean, and you don't have to worry about magazines or falling out or extra ones flopping around somewhere. So I'm digging these.
Okay. Have you ever watched Adam Savage? He did a nice tutorial on painting like dies. Adam Savage.
He's a guy from Mythbusters.
Oh, really? No, I haven't watched. Makes all kinds of sweet stuff. I like watching him weather the Mandalorian ship. Oh, did he do that? I got to check that out.
All right, we got Judd said, nope, removable mags are not needed. Just one more thing to lose. We got, I think removable mags are cool, but there are also the tendency to lose them shits.
Too many props, good problem to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Storage. I don't know. Yeah. Mags coming out. I can take it or leave it. Doesn't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a nice feature.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to even see that now with like classified, we're getting that type of stuff. But with some of the classified,
oh my god, when classified did it, we were all like, "Oh, look at this! This is awesome."
Well, it's because they were also giving us more realistic looking guns too.
True.
But that Cobra officer, try putting that magazine in the back pouch belt thing that he has. It doesn't fit in there right. It's so weird. Like
Cobra
their intent was there.
Yeah.
Do you even
I had to
collect
think
Joes,
about
bro?
that.
Do you even collect Joes?
What? Me?
Because you said you didn't say shit. I was like, you're like, huh? What? I know that rust, man. You're getting into it. You're like, make it rusty, dirty. Get a little
When
bit
you
of
started
yellow.
talking about the officer, I was
Cobra
like, wait a
officer.
second. I didn't even open it yet. I did. I'm sorry.
Why was that not part of your little like opening?
Because I forgot about it.
So you need to mix some yellow and some white. Add a little water to it, like really water it down, and then just splack it, like flick it up on there.
Yellow and white.
It makes it look more like pee. Like add a little bit to it. You know?
You want me to just? Okay.
No, don't really do that. Don't really do that.
All right. Let that dry.
That looked good though. Like hold it up, man. Don't be tossing it back there. Just let us see it. Let us absorb in the Art G Rossness. Yeah, that looks like it give me tetanus.
There you go. Just what I wanted.
And it's not overly silver. It's not overly black. Not overly rusted. It's a good balance. I like it.
Cool. Then we'll be doing bricks next week.
We got,
painting bricks.
We got
this is Black Knight 710's commission.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice. I was about to tell you, be like, why are you not working on my stuff?
Because I still had to finish his stuff.
So
I'm working yours on.
Bruce says, I know that's right. Once I drop a tiny accessory, it's gone forever. Don't even, like, with me and Judd, we were talking live once, and I opened a Cobra Officer, and I dropped the helmet, and I could not find it for, like, a week, it felt like. And I tore up my, like, everything. I was, like, pulled everything out from underneath my review table, was behind everything, and I finally found it, but it was ridiculous. Anonymous Dude, are you guys familiar with Drip Mode? Really fun dial builder. He made a Channel 6 TMNT fan from a Michelangelo Party fan TMNT CGI movie.
I have not heard of Drip Mode, but I will look him up. I'm curious to see it.
There's a lot of dial makers out there that are and customizers. They're just disgustingly awesome.
Yeah.
See, people like the P.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the door looks great. Whatever. When it's painted, then you can say that. Good Lord. Yes, that's what's going on.
I'm telling you guys, me and Art, we bounce off each other.
Yeah, my God. So it's been way over 2 hours for my taste. Good Lord. We open a lot of figs. That's more than likely the reason why. My God, look at all this stuff. I don't think I've really opened up that many figures in one sitting because I've always had them sit on the floor until I had like the right time to do something with them.
I did put the pressure because I said I was going to open 11 figures.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, we have anonymous dude. What is that? Teal colored Dino Rider. That came with the Storm Collectibles Golden Axe Tyrus Flare. Well, there she goes. Tyrus Flare and this Dino.
Golden Axe, baby.
Yep. I haven't worked up the courage to make anything like that. Just do it. I know you can. You've done so much stuff already, Josh.
Yeah, you used to do the printing stuff, and then you left it behind. You gave it up. My tears go down my face. Oh, Mega Weapon. So
yeah,
anybody tuning in, I do reviews, and I'm a plastic addict to where I buy a bunch of shit, and it's hard to with real life to knock out reviews, and when you're getting stuff all the time. So yeah, that's why I felt like this was a great moment to open like 2 to 3 year old Star Wars Black Series figures.
Exactly. That's how I felt. I think one of the main reasons of me doing a live stream every week is to actually open up the stuff that I haven't touched yet and to force myself to actually put them on the shelf instead of having them sit on the floor and just sit there. And it's at the same time with Arthur's reason is there might be a point where I might want to do an unboxing, but I never get the time to. So therefore it sits and I can't do anything about it until I go hunt again and like, oh, hey, there's more toys and just add on to the pile. Oh. All right. So this was a long night. This was a good night. I enjoyed myself, opened up a lot of figs. This was quite the endeavor, honestly, just because this is so much. I open up so much stuff. And I'm happy that Arthur came on, joined me in my live stream so he can open up some of his stuff, talk about toys, because there was quite a few things to talk about. And we got to work a little bit on the Dio. We did some of the rust on it, which I did talk about. And next week we'll do painting on the bricks, which more than likely I'll show you guys an example of how to paint it, and the finished product will be done instead of me working on it for like 45 minutes. But you guys understand what that means. But thank you, Arthur, for coming on with me tonight. I greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate being on, man. Thank you for the invite.
But let everyone know where they can find you, just in case if they've never heard of you.
If you guys never heard of me, you can find me on YouTube, Unboxing Art. You can find me on Instagram, Unboxing_art. And I'm even on TikTok. But if you're on my Instagram, you'll see the TikTok stuff. All I'm doing is like little videos, and then they turn into reels for Instagram. You know, as goofy and as ridiculous as TikTok is, people like it and they use it a lot. So anything to help get my name out there, I'm going to try to do it. But definitely Unboxing Art on YouTube is definitely the place to go. Come say hey. And if you guys are looking for a tight-knit community, find him on Grindr. That's where Josh found me. No, But on serious note, back to what I was saying, if you guys are looking for like a tight knit, close collecting family to join up, Plastic Cannibals is my group. Art's part of it. Judd's part of it. Cox Creates part of it. It's like we're this small group that is really there for one another. We look out for one another. We share pictures, our collection, hauls, and we look out for one another. It's just a good environment to be part of. Nobody's really, there's no drama. It's drama free, pretty much. So if you guys are looking for it, look for Plastic Cannibals on Facebook. There's some questions to answer, and come join in. You guys can chit chat with us on the regular.
Awesome. And of course, you can find me right here on YouTube most of the time, Instagram, artg_collection. Guys, I appreciate everyone that came on to the chat. I really enjoyed the time that you guys are able to leave comments and leave all kinds of questions. But thank you. As always, I appreciate it. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.